to Cape Town. Suspended public protector Busisiwe Mkhwebane plans to make public the recording of alleged extortion attempts by the late ANC MP Tina Joemat-Pettersson. Mkhwebane has accused Joemat-Pettersson of trying to quash the inquiry into her fitness to hold office with a bribe. Joemat-Pettersson died at her Cape Town home on Monday. She was 59. Today, inquiry chairperson Obedela Janchi and ANC Chief Whip Phemi Majudina, of course, we know they're also accused of being part of the extortion accusations. So, our senior reporter Ayesha Ismail has been monitoring what happened today at the inquiry, and she joins us now. Hello, Ayesha. So it really, quite a lot actually happened, from legal representation around the public protector to these allegations, really quite dramatic. Talk to me about what happened.
Well, Sally, as you know, this inquiry has been marked by delays and denials, and we were expecting today to hear about the public protector's legal representation. And the last time we covered the inquiry, there was a postponement because the public protector did not have legal representation of her choice, and more money was then made available. We heard that the amount was already in excess of 25 million rand. An extra 4 million had been made available. And of course, today we were expecting the inquiry to continue. Instead, the inquiry took a totally different turn, and the allegations, as you pointed out in your introduction, of bribery and this extortion allegations against the now late Tina Joemat-Pettersson, as well as the chairperson of the inquiry, and Phemi Majudina, the chief whip of the ANC, took center stage at the inquiry today, and with the public protector once again calling for the chairperson, Obedela Janchi, to recuse himself. But this is what the public protector had to say on a virtual platform today.
And I must indicate, Chairperson, that hence I'm saying to you, and what Honorable Holomisa is asking, I find it difficult to appear before you as the chairperson who has been implicated or who is alleged to have also sent Honorable Jumate, may her soul rest in peace, to come and solicit bribe from my husband. And Chairperson, I've heard the audio, the recordings, and that recordings will be made available as well to the committee, and the members of the public will even hear for themselves where you and Ms. Majudina are implicated in that recording. The police have been given that recording. Hence, I couldn't say, just sit after hearing, and I said the case must be opened immediately. So, Majudina, if you say there's no concrete evidence, when there's WhatsApp, others were saying, no, there's no mention of you. There is a recording which the public will be hearing, which I've heard, where you were said to have solicited the bribe. And you were called by name, Ms. Majudina was called by name.
I mean, this is really interesting because we are, she's saying that there's tapes, there's audio recordings. Already what we've seen is Bantu Holomisa, who's also part of that inquiry. He has, on Twitter, released what he says are WhatsApp chats with Tina Joemat-Pettersson, and he says ANC MP's extortion attempt on the public protector's husband. This info has been given to all members of the inquiry, but the conflicted chair is sanitizing it to the public. I mean, Ayesha, this is getting really, really intense really quickly. We know that initially, when these allegations came out, they were absolutely roundly condemned as complete rumour. The inquiry chairperson did engage with these allegations today. What did he have to say exactly?
Well, during the inquiry, he did appeal to the suspended public protector to raise those issues on the, as he called it, the appropriate platform. He said that the Section 194 inquiry was not the place to ventilate those issues, or rather the allegations, and that she must, and again pointed out that she needs to go to the police. And he said he was not going to allow her to once again derail the Section 194 inquiry into her fitness to hold office. I did speak to him afterwards, and this is what he had to say.
The moment those allegations came to me on that Saturday, very late, and when inquired by various media houses, I indicated that all of that is denied. I maintain that, and that I'm not going to dignify these kind of allegations with any interview or comment or even give them legs, because I stay focused on doing the work that I'm doing. I'm an abiding citizen of this country. If there's anything that I must answer to, I'll be ready to do that, but I am not going to spend any sleepless nights about some allegations that are not proven, that must now begin to make me doubt what I do. I remain very responsible person in everything else I do. Up to so far, we've run this inquiry with serious decorum. We've done it with rationality and fairness. There have been so many off-ramps. We've attended to all of them. And I made the point inside here that you must judge a pilot by how a pilot is able to navigate a turbulence, not just when that pilot moves from point A to point B. That's a test for any driver or a pilot, and I want to match that test.
And I suppose, Ayesha, really this is about seeing if, as the chairperson says, the public protector, suspended public protector, actually does open a case, and also whether she releases these tapes. The little I've seen of these WhatsApp chats purported to be between Tina Jumat-Peterson and the husband of the public protector. No sign at this point of the chairperson's name coming into this conversation. But I suspect, Ayesha, that this has a long way to go. What is the next step likely to be? Where are we heading next?
Well, the inquiry has now been postponed to Friday, and the chairperson is adamant that the suspended public protector, if she wants to have him recused, she has to bring an application. And he said that that application has to be in writing. He's given her until 1 o'clock on Friday to present that application in writing, and he says he will respond on Monday at 1 o'clock, and then a decision will have to then be made in terms of whether he recuses himself or not. He also says this is not the first time that she has asked for his recusal. But I guess we have to wait and see what happens on Friday, whether or not the public protector will again be legally represented, because that matter hasn't been finalized yet. What we do know, Sally, is that that Busisiwe Mkhwebane did have a new firm of attorneys. You will recall that Sionejo attorneys withdrew because of finances. Another firm of attorneys on the panel of the Public Protector SA then came on board, and we heard today that the mandate has since ended. We also heard that the person in charge of that firm of attorneys had taken ill, and he is in hospital. And again, what came out of the hearing today is that the state attorney will now step in and act on behalf of the public protector.
Thank you so much for that update. eNCA senior reporter Ayesha Ismail in Cape Town.